Good evening and welcome to NewsNation Prime. I'm Natasha Zuves. Tonight, Vladimir Putin back in the spotlight, issuing an apology over the plane crash in Kazakhstan that left 38 people dead. While acknowledging the tragic incident happened in Russia's airspace, Putin not acknowledging Russia's responsibility for the deadly crash, instead claiming Russian air defenses were defending against an attack from Ukrainian drones. Well, this coming amid new concerns growing over Russia's shadow fleet. NATO officials now investigating the possibility of Russian ships destroying underwater cables used by NATO countries this week. And now Putin is renewing his threat of a hypersonic missile strike against Ukraine. This missile, called the Oreshnik, was used months ago in the city of Dnipro. You are taking a look at the vast damage from that strike. Reports say it can travel at 10 times the speed of sound, carry nuclear warheads, and has a range to reach any city across Europe. All this as Putin warned the U.S. last week he is ready for a missile duel with America. For more on the growing threats from the Kremlin, we are bringing in NewsNation's Mills Hayes. And Mills, as we mentioned at the top, Putin apologizing. What is he saying tonight?
Hi, Natasha. Russian President Vladimir Putin stopped short of taking responsibility for the Azerbaijan Airlines plane that crashed on Wednesday, but he did apologize to the Azerbaijani president that the tragic incident happened in Russia's airspace. It's every traveler's worst nightmare. A plane plummeting into the ground. The plane took off from Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan, and was headed towards Grozny, the capital of the Russian region of Chechnya. The pilots tried to land multiple times. Passengers describe hearing and feeling a series of explosions. The plane then diverted 280 miles to the east in Aktau, Kazakhstan, where it crashed. 38 people lost their lives Christmas Day. Miraculously, 29 people survived.
Now that we see the damage, it is clearly not a bird strike. It does appear to be shrapnel.
In recent weeks, Ukraine had been targeting the Russian region where the plane was supposed to land with drone attacks. Preliminary results of Azerbaijan's investigation found that a missile from a Russian air defense system hit the aircraft. White House National Security Communication Advisor John Kirby told reporters Friday early indications show Russia was responsible.
The president has been and will continue to be apprised and kept up to date on what's going on.
The White House, is continuing to monitor the situation, offering help to the Azerbaijan government in the investigation process should they need it. Natasha.
And Mills, Russian President Vladimir Putin making a new threat to Ukraine this week as well, involving one of its most powerful weapons. What are you tracking with that?
Well, President Putin is threatening Ukraine with a new hypersonic missile attack. Putin says that they will begin mass producing these new Oreshnik missiles. Russia first used these weapons last month on a strike in the Ukrainian city of Dnipro. Putin says that these new missiles fly at 10 times the speed of sound and cannot be intercepted by air defense systems. The Russian leader has even suggested a missile duel with the United States to show how powerful the new missiles are. Putin suggested both sides select a designated target to be protected by U.S. missiles. And this comes after Putin said last week that he was ready to speak with President-elect Trump on a possible compromise to end the war in Ukraine. The U.S. is expected to announce an additional $1.25 billion in weapons to Ukraine early next week. Natasha.
All right, Mills Hayes tracking that tonight. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.